Hi guys, it is Monday. It's currently 10:04. I've literally just finished like a minute ago my meeting that I had this morning, like because it was over the phone. It literally only took what, 4ish minutes because I rung a minute before my time, which is a first 'cause normally when it's over the phone they're like a few minutes late. But yeah, that was a first, them being actually somewhat early on the phone. Okay, I have an afternoon meeting in 4 weeks. Sorry, they were booking in me another meeting. But yeah, so got that done. I'm currently watching the Chinese Grand Prix because I ended up sleeping when it was on yesterday. I literally just continued sleeping in bed. I didn't even set my alarm, in fairness, because it ended up being, I pulled an all-nighter. I didn't pull an all-nighter. I ended up falling asleep about like 2:30ish that morning, and then the Grand Prix started at like 6, so I was like, yeah, not doing that. So I slept through the Grand Prix, and then I recorded it when it was on in the evening yesterday. And that's, I'm currently gonna watch that and then get on to watching some more YouTube, because I feel like if I watch YouTube as much as I can, then that is great. Yesterday I did watch some Goosebumps The Vanishing, I think it is called, and that I watched a couple episodes of that last night. But yeah, but today I'm just gonna watch the Japanese Grand Prix, do some more coursework. I'm gonna see how much I can get done of this, like kitchen wise, since I managed to finish all of the living room Friday, and then it's normally not this long. What the? But yeah, anyway, I finished the living room stuff Friday, and then I'm now onto like kitchen wise, so it might take me a few days actually to do the kitchen, since I do need to print off some photos for the kitchen, like the different like styles of kitchen that you can get, like just the kitchen along one wall, or well, not styles, the different shaped kitchens you can get, I guess. So I need to print off some photos for that to stick on my stuff, because I don't feel like drawing it, to be honest, since I'm not the best at drawing. It might just be easier to get like a photo and print it and stick it and stuff onto my piece of paper. But yeah, but I'm gonna see how much of the kitchen I can get done, since there is also like obviously the bedrooms and halls and stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and do as much as I can today of this coursework. I also need to go upstairs quickly and get the washing to do that, since I forgot to bring that down earlier. So I need to try and do that. But my main things that I want to do this week is obviously I need to do the washing and stuff. Try to get as much of this like information and stuff into my brain of this training course. I want to at least try to get to some of the bedrooms this week. I feel like if I do it like for a few hours at least every day, I might be able to get it done. But do that, try and get a bunch of like YouTube videos watched and done. I want to get my Lando Norris cutout thing done, since I forgot to do that, and I keep forgetting to ask my dad where his Stanley knife is for it. If he has one, so I need to do that. And then I also want to get some filming done, but I'm gonna try and do as much filming as I can tomorrow, because I've got 2 hauls which I can technically film, and get them done. A makeup video I can film, my reading journal, like updating that for the past 3 months, can be filmed. So that's at least like 4 videos that can be filmed. So I might try and film, even if it's just like 2 of them tomorrow, try to do that. Well, I do need to film like 1 of them, otherwise I'm filming it on Wednesday, the day it goes up. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and do that. But yesterday I did manage to clean all my makeup brushes, so they're currently just like drying, because I haven't checked to see if any of them are dry this morning. But yeah, they're just sat in the bathroom drying. And then I wrote out some of the information for the up to the British Grand Prix, I think I wrote out all the information for like the circuit length, the race distance, lap record, number of laps, and the first Grand Prix. I wrote out all that. I just haven't done all of the other layout part and filled in the information for the Japanese and Chinese Grand Prix yet. So I need to do that, but I've got until May technically to do it now, because the whole of next month, the 2 races that were next month, which was Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, have been cancelled. So I've got until May to make sure and catch up that that's done as much as it can be done. And then I've also filled in all the points tracker and done that. I do need to sort out the bingo part of that because I haven't done that yet. And then I also did sort out roughly the paging of next year, since next year I'm going to change the way I do it, I think. So I've kind of done a rough write down on a post-it note kind of what I want each kind of page to be, and that I don't know if I'll stick to it or not. It might change by the time I do it next year, but yeah, try and do something like that. But yeah, so I done some of the jobs that I wanted to do yesterday, but yeah, still need to carry on. I also did go through some of my lipsticks yesterday, and when any of my like matte liquid lipsticks I have can just be binned, and stuff, because one, I've got a bunch of lipsticks and lip products, but I normally just end up in like a gloss or something on, so I'm feeling like if I just, instead of trying to hold on to the matte ones I have and try and use them up, I might as well just do like a satin or is it satin? Yeah, satin kind of look with a lipstick, or put like a gloss on or something, because it just makes it easier. And plus my mum gave me some lip stains and that, which I thought I could always just use them. But yeah, but I'm gonna go out, get the washing, put that on, bring it down, put that on, and then do some of this college, I was say college course then, but it's just not, it's like a study thing, training course. But yeah, so I've got that to do. But I'm currently on my first one out of all of them, because there's like 4 different ones I can do on the website, so I'm gonna try and do one at a time just to boost that and stuff. But yeah, fun. Hi guys, it is Thursday. I'm just sat downstairs chilling. I'm about to watch some 911 because I did stress earlier upstairs as I was getting ready going, oh my god, I probably have like multiple episodes of 911 to watch. I actually don't, I just have one of each to watch, it looks like, on here. Which isn't as bad because I didn't watch last week's episodes of 911 and 911 Nashville, and that's why I was kind of stressing if one got released this week or so, but it doesn't seem like it at the moment. So yeah, I also don't know how many episodes are meant to be in season, or the seasons, so yeah, let me look that up. 911, that one. Oh, there's meant to be a new episode today, in fairness, because there's meant to be 18 episodes. And that, but that's on about the 16th one being released, like normally. But obviously I'm watching it on Disney Plus, so I'm like 3 behind at the moment. So there might be another one getting released somewhere this week. But yeah, but I'm gonna watch the 911s because I have them to watch, to get them done. Even though the crossover has already happened, because it happened like the last 2 episodes, I'm just gonna still watch it the way I watch it, with watching one 911 episode and then a 911 Nashville episode. So I've got them 2 things to watch, so I'm gonna watch them. I'm also gonna watch High Potential since I've got an episode of that. And that I did watch last week's episode last week. So yeah, that one was done on time. But yeah, so I've got an episode of High Potential to watch, so I'm going to try and watch them 3 things and get them off my continue watching on Disney. And then I've probably got a couple of School Spirits, since I haven't actually got back to watching that since I came back from my nan and granddad's. But I've got a bunch of stuff on YouTube to watch, so I'm kind of just umming and ahhing between, do I go back to watching School Spirits and try and finish that, depending on where I'm at with that, or if the season's been completed, or what, do I try and do that, or do I just try and get my watch later list down on YouTube, since I keep on getting it down somewhat, and then I end up having to add like a bunch of videos because of like people, my subscription list, like obviously posting and stuff. But yeah, it's fun. But I'm gonna also do just some work, some of like my online course and stuff. Since the past few days I haven't actually done any. I done some Monday. I started doing all like the kitchen, starting on the kitchen stuff side of it, and then Tuesday and Wednesday I didn't really end up doing any, so I'm gonna try and do a bit more and see if I can get either the kitchen finished or have like 1 or 2 more like little points of the kitchen left for maybe like tomorrow to do also. But yeah, get close to the end of all this kitchen stuff on here to then get onto like the hall and like the bedrooms and stuff. But yeah, going to do that and just kind of chill a bit. I do also need to probably film some videos, and that someone, because I've got next week's video that I can pre-film, and then the other 2, I've already pre-filmed 1 video for this month, but the other 3 I can pre-film anyway, because next week's video is my book journal, so I could do that, and I've got all the stuff to do it. I was gonna do it Tuesday when I filmed Wednesday's video just gone, the makeup video, and I pre-filmed the other one, which I think is towards the end of the month. I was gonna film doing my book journal and updating that the same day, but it kind of got to around like lunch and I was getting hungry, so I kind of just packed everything up and then went, I'll do it another day. So yeah, so I've got that I can do, and the other 2 videos that need to be done for this month I can pre-film. It's just depending on when to do it and stuff, but my dad might end up working from home tomorrow and stuff, so I probably won't end up doing it tomorrow. It might be like next week if I don't do it today and stuff. But yeah, so not sure on that one. So I might end up going up and filming it if I want a break from doing this work. If not, I'll probably end up filming it next week. I also have not done any more of my jigsaw since I started it. I also have not finished the outlines of the jigsaw yet because it's actually quite hard. Because not only are you trying to fit like the pieces together and like try and get the shading right on all of it, but there's like mini pictures within the jigsaws to like make one big picture, so you're trying to like fit them together and everything, which is just fun. So you have to like try and like full on look at the picture and all the images in this mini picture to try and work out which way it goes, if it goes at the bottom or the top, or which side it goes and stuff, which is not the most fun. But yeah, but anywho, I'm gonna go on with doing some work and just go from there and see how much I can actually get done. So yeah. Hi guys, I'm just doing some more of my online training course at the moment today, since I don't really have much else left to do today. Well, I have nothing majorly to do today. I do need to obviously do my cutting out of Lando Norris. My dad's currently like turned him upside down because where he sits on the sofa is like he's staring at my dad. And my dad was getting creeped out by it, so he's turned it upside down after I was like talking to my dad about it yesterday on where I kind of want to do the cutting of it and stuff, because I've decided to add a bit more of than just him, like try and add like some of the background or so to it and that but yeah, and stuff, and go from there. But fun for that. But I need to find out his Stanley knife. He does have one. I just need to find it to be able to do the cutting. But yeah, so I might try and do that this weekend and actually get it done and go from there. But my dad also wants to try and possibly do the painting in my sister's old room, or the spare room. So I'm hoping that actually does get done, and then I can move my desk and stuff into it as well. But I think originally my desk was gonna go, well, it's still gonna go near that wall anyway. I think it was gonna go against the wall with the window, and it's still gonna go roughly within that area behind the door. But I'm thinking, if I'm gonna be in that room and I want to have like YouTube or something on, I can use the TV, but I'm not going to be able to see the TV, so it might make more sense to just flip my desk and my chair around, to have my chair, like have the back of my chair against like the wall or something, and then have my desk facing the TV or so. So as I'm sat with the window behind me, I can see the TV, obviously if the door's shut, because if the door's open I wouldn't be able to see the TV. But try and do it that way, because then if I am in like that room and I want to have like YouTube on or something, or just have like watch anything on the TV, because we've got a Skybox in there, so I could be watching like Disney or Netflix or so while on my computer, then I can. And I can actually see it, rather than having to like listen to music or something when I'm just in that room, because I wouldn't be able to see it with my back to the TV. So I'm thinking of maybe doing it that way instead, but I'm hoping that stuff can get done this weekend, and go from there. But yeah, I do have some tidying up I need to do this weekend in my room, of just like my clothes, just put all my washing away. I printed out a few of the tracks, F1 tracks. I've printed out the F1 tracks of the races that have happened, because they had like the details on the tracks, whereas the other ones haven't got that details yet of the races that haven't happened yet. So yeah, so I printed out them tracks, as well as printing out all the stuff that I needed for my book journal, which I have yet to film. But I was doing that, and then I was also printing out some stuff for my like course. I needed to print out like kitchen like layouts, images, just so I had like obviously the writing about what the layout is like, and then also a little image, and that's so I can just like quickly look at it and know what it looks like and stuff, instead of me trying to draw it. So I was doing that the other day, so I was like, I might as well just print out the tracks that I needed as well. So I've done that, so I need to stick them in my book. I also need to finish it and do all the results of like the Chinese Grand Prix and the Japanese Grand Prix, because I have not done that yet. But yeah, I want to get that done as well somewhere and go from there. So I might try and do that this weekend as well. But yeah, today I started off with something. I want to say it was like 66, or was that yesterday? I can't remember now. I started off with 60 something videos on my watch later list, and I started watching some of the subscription of videos that I have. And that because I want to try and get them down to at least like being like 11 days ago-ish, so I'm not like 2 weeks behind. I'm only like 12 or 11 weeks behind, days behind, in that I'm currently like 13 days behind on all my subscription videos, so I'm slowly getting there. But yeah, so I've been watching some of that, but then I stopped a bit to watch some other random like mini videos that I have, and just ones that I can like quickly watch and stuff on the TV, and then they can like come off. So I've done that, so I'm doing that for a bit, and then like other random videos where I'm only just watching like a short part of the video and then it's going, I've been watching on my laptop at the same time, so I have like 2 things going on at once as I'm doing my course and stuff. So I've currently gotten down to 56 videos, which is great, which I might be hoping that I can get down to like 40 something today, so get like another 6 watched today, if not more, and then try and keep it under 50 or so videos and see how well I can go from there, because I also do have a bunch of podcast episodes to watch. I want to say it's possibly in the 80s or 90s of the amount of podcast episodes I have to watch, because I just haven't been watching them at the moment. So I need to get back into watching them and having them on and stuff. But I kind of need to get my watch later list down a bit first before I go and put on all my podcast episodes and stuff and have that on, which I feel like my podcast episodes I could probably have on in the background as I actually do my college course, training course, for interior design and stuff. But the amount of watch later videos I have on my watch later list is a bit more of a priority right now. And trying to get them down. But yeah, so this morning I've just managed to finish finish doing the kitchen design stuff. And that. So I'm just about to start dining rooms and doing all of that. And going from there. So yeah, I've done living rooms now finished the kitchen. So doing dining rooms, and then I think there's halls, like the hallways and the stairs. And then also like the amount of bedrooms, all the different types of bedrooms you can get, I think. So I've got 1, 2, 3, about like 5-ish pages about dining rooms, and then it goes on to entrance hall, and then stairway, which is part of the entrance hall anyway. And oh wait, where am I? I don't know what, too high. And then landings and corridors, which are somewhat part of the hallways. And then it goes on to bedrooms, with like the main bedrooms, children's bedrooms and stuff like that. And the different, oh, there is a bathroom section right at the end. Oh, and workrooms and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, there is offices as well. I thought all this like part at the back was like bedrooms and stuff, but I think I'm currently on page 11, 12. Don't know, I've got to go back. Yeah, I'm currently on page 12 now out of 39. So I'm hoping I can get a bit further down and stuff, and get a bit closer to the end by the end of today, or at least get most of the dining rooms done today, and I'll try and get as much of this done and a lot of it done today. And then over the weekend, I don't know if I'll end up actually doing any, because I didn't do any last weekend, and stuff, so I don't know if I'm gonna wanna do any at the weekend or not. We will see. But yeah, but at the moment I'm just chilling, doing some of my college oh, I don't know why I keep saying college course, because it's not a college course, it's just like a online training course kind of thing. But yeah, hi guys, it is Saturday. I am just putting on some YouTube. It's currently just gone 2:30 in the afternoon. I ended up getting up about lunchtime, and then my dad wanted to pop out to the shop just to grab a few things.
You worry about Chad
and stuff, because we needed some more milk, and then we were grabbing stuff for some dinner, because we're just gonna have like a few like mini little like picky things for dinner, and then some stuff like that we needed, and we needed like some more cream cheese and like yogurt and stuff. So I went and done that and stuff this morning, or this afternoon, should I say early afternoon. But now I'm back home. I've got a few things that I need to do. My bed is full of stuff because I've kind of just put everything that I need to do on my bed, plus everything from my sister's room that I had in there I've brought back into my bedroom, purely because my dad is thinking about knocking down one of the wardrobes or the cupboard with all the shelving. So I've just gone, I might as well just bring everything back in my room for now, and then once my desk and stuff is moved into that room, then take everything back in there that I want in there. And plus we might end up changing my desk. My chair's definitely going to get changed to a different one, purely because I just need a more like normal desk chair, because this is more just like a accent kind of chair that I have at the moment for my desk, but I need more of like a normal desk or like gaming chair kind of thing. I feel like that will be like better support and stuff. So yeah, so my desk chair is definitely going to get changed, but my desk might get changed as well somewhere. But yeah, my dad has started doing some of the stuff in my sister's room now of doing the painting. So it's slowly getting done. But yeah, I've just brought everything into my room. So I've got like some like parcel stuff, which is for a video, so that I might just put to one side, or I might see like the stuff for a video, see how much it will fit into here, and stuff, which has just got my mics and stuff like that. I've got a few coasters in here as well for when my desk finally eventually moves. Then I've got some coasters to put onto my desk to put a drink on and stuff. But yeah, so I might try and see how much will fit into this box of stuff that needs to go into that, back into that room, and go from there. I've got my washing to put away and sort out. I want to sort out doing the tracks and as much of my F1 journal and completing that of the up to date like races and stuff. I've got my Easter presents that I've moved in here. My dad's Easter stuff I've moved downstairs, plus my Easter egg that I bought myself because I've got to do some like baking stuff with it, so that I've put downstairs. But everything else I've just put on my bed for now. So yeah, which I might end up just putting on here. Oh sorry, my like Easter eggs and stuff. But yeah, because I've got 3 mini Easter eggs from my mum. I got Smarties one, a Milky Bar one, and a Dairy Milk Buttons one. And then from my sister, they're currently downstairs, I got the F1 like Kit Kats, like the F1 car like shaped Kit Kats. And then from my dad and granddad, like my dad's side, my dad's parents, when they came down, when was it, Valentine's Day-ish, when they came and stayed down, they dropped off our stuff then, and I just got a little lint bunny. And then my dad's got me some chocolates and stuff downstairs, which are literally just downstairs anyway, and stuff. And then I got myself a, what was it, a cookie dough like Easter egg kind of thing. So it's a white chocolate egg, like half egg, and then you put some like, you make the cookie dough and you put it inside. I got my sister a choco brownie one or something, like a cookie brownie or something like that, was it? I think my sister had the mix between cookie and brownie one. I think she had that one with like Biscoff and stuff, and then I gave my mum just the pure brownie one. So yeah, so I got that. So I gave myself a half Easter egg cookie thing, which I actually have to make myself, and then I also got myself some Ferrero Rocher like eggs and stuff. But yeah, so I'm just gonna tidy up my bed a bit because it looks a mess with everything on it, and it kind of just needs to be sorted out a bit while watching some YouTube. I've got a Lando Norris live stream from like the start of this year in January to watch, which is like 2 hours long, or over 2 hours. I think it's like 2:30 to 40 or so, and that, which is great. So I'm going to try and get that done and watched and taken off my watch later list. My watch later list is down to like 45 or something videos, I think it is. And let me just check. So I did actually manage to do quite a lot yesterday, which was great, of watching the YouTube videos. Oh, I've got one subscription video that I need to add. I'm on 42 videos, and that's without adding the one that I need to add now from today. So with adding the one subscription video from today, I've got 43 videos on my watch later list, which is great. So I might try and watch this Lando Norris one and then see if I can watch any more and get them off. But yeah, see if I can get down to like 40, or if not, to get into the 30s today or not. But yeah, so try and do that and go from there while just sorting out everything and doing everything that I need to do on my beds. I was going to also do some like reading or so today because I haven't picked up my book in ages, but I've got quite a few things that I need to do, so I might end up picking up my book and reading a bit later. I might not, I'm not sure. But yeah, but I'm gonna crack on with doing everything that I need to do. Hi guys, so it is Sunday. Today I'm just gonna try and do the stuff that I'd left over from yesterday that I need to do. Like, I've got an hour left of Lando Norris's stream to watch, like literally just an hour, because I watched obviously an hour and 40 minutes, and then partway through I kind of got like a bit bored, so I turned it over to like some of my subscription videos to get them watched, and basically go from there, and just have something else on in the background as background noise kind of thing. So I've literally just got an hour left of this to watch, so I'm going to try and do that. I've got Jessica Jones to watch, because my dad said last night that he's not that into it anymore, so I'm going to try and finish that season, or the season at least, the first season, and see how much I can get watched today of it, because I don't know what episode I'm on, and I think there's like 13 episodes in the season, so it might take like a couple of days to do that, but I'm going to try and watch some Jessica Jones and then go from there and ask my dad if he wants to still watch like, I was going to say Deadpool then, but it's not Deadpool, Daredevil and like the Luke Cage and stuff, see if he wants to watch them, and that, but do that. So I'm gonna try and do that, so at least definitely finish this, watch a couple Jessica Jones today and go from there. I also want to finish my F1 journal. I started doing some of it yesterday, like I done I sorted out the bingo side of it. I stuck in the track images. I realised that the Japanese one was like upside down, not upside down, inverted, I think, because the writing was the other way around. I'd somehow like inverted it without realising. So I'm going to print off the Japanese one when a couple of the other tracks have been finished and done, erasers have been done, just so I don't have to print off one single track. I can print off a couple at the same time. So I'm going to do that. But I started doing the layout of the Chinese one and done all the colouring in and stuff. I just need to do all the race notes for this, for the Chinese Grand Prix, and then the Chinese Grand Prix is done. And then I just need to do, obviously, the Japanese track layout stuff and all the results and stuff for that one, and then eventually get the photo. But obviously Bahrain and Saudi Arabia got cancelled, so these pages are just going to stay how they are, like this, and then eventually go to Miami. So I want to see if I can try and finish this as well today. Also yesterday I started doing, I finished it. I think there was only like 2 out of all my books that I couldn't add to my Fable app, because I just started a list of all of my books I have like physically on my TBR, like my whole TBR, that are like under my bed, and some in my like bottom of my bedside table. I just went through all of them and tried to add them to my Fable app, and only 2, I think it's only definitely 2. I think it's only more than 2 like aren't on my on Fable, which is fine, but I've added them all to my Fable list now. So yeah, I'm just gonna also put up my lap desk, because it made it 100 times easier when doing my thing. But I also need to tilt the table a bit. Is that the highest? Yes. And that, but yeah, so I feel like that isn't the highest one I need. But I think it's the same both sides. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do today, just finish off some stuff that I started yesterday and go from there. I also want to see if I can try and sort out my Lando Norris poster today as well. Find my dad's Stanley knife and do that just to get that off the sofa and stuff. But yeah, try and get that done today so I don't have to worry about that anymore, since I don't have a lot of things to do today apart from doing a bunch of like watching stuff, and obviously just my journal is the only other thing, like majorly to-do thing. I forgot I had my water up here. But yeah, so I might try and do that. I might also sort out like my Easter egg thing today as well and do that, because I've got to like bake the cookie dough of it. But yeah, but happy Easter, guys. This is Easter Sunday. Yeah, so I've got a few things that I want to get done today, but none of them, apart from obviously doing the watching of stuff, is going to take me that long to do. So yeah, hopefully I can get it all done and sorted, and then I don't procrastinate anything. But I'm gonna get changed, but I'm also gonna call it on this video, call it night, call it a day, and that just so this can get uploaded and edited and stuff on time. But yeah, I will see you guys on Wednesday for updating my book journal, which I have yet to film. I have the stuff in my room to film it. It's just if I end up filming it in here or the other room gets finished like painting and stuff, because my dad's painting in there, then I might end up filming it in there. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so that will be decided within the next like few days. But yeah, I will see you guys Wednesday for that video, and then next update for another vlog. Bye.